I wanted to haven't talked about it. Even now, I'm actually still recovering, and I realize that because the more I remember shit, the more articulate, functional, the more level-headed, less crazy-minded. That dude. Like I said, I said it before. I should have. I had so much heavy metal in me. I should have been shitting jewelry. The having borderline personality disorder and all that shit. Like, I kinda wish I had, like, forever to fucking recover, but I know for a fact, like, once my contract's up, they're gonna fucking come and try to murder my ass or send somebody out to make empty fucking threats and do all the stupid shit because they think like goddamn 2-year-olds and they don't do accountability for fuck. So it makes sense that they have to have women under contract for these men because there isn't a fucking woman that would tolerate that for any extended period. Okay. You just think like a baboon, and they literally, because they switch the conscious and unconscious minds, they literally think like baboons. Everything's through force, everything's under threat. Like, and everything's fake, everything's backwards, everything's dishonest and lying and whatever, man. Ain't nothing I can do about that. I come to an acceptance that this whole thing is bigger than myself, and I couldn't do that when I was on heavy metals. Like, the amount of lead that was in my brain and the amount of whatever, dude. Cadmium, they had fucking that self-hating black retard, okay? Fucking self-hating loser poisoned me with fucking with cadmium because he's a self-hating loser, okay? Dude, if you hate yourself that much, shoot yourself in the fucking head. Or if you want to do something good, turn yourself into the fucking FBI. Tell them what you did to me, you fucking self-hating loser. Look, you hate yourself so much, tell them you were trying to kill me. They'll give you the death sentence. You can die that way. At least you can die for a fucking purpose outside of being a goddamn coward, man. Like, once again, these are venting videos, so keep that in mind. You're supposed to pretend like the people would hear what you'd fucking say to them. I would express myself with my fist. I'd just beat the shit out of them. There probably wouldn't be a conversation to be had, because you can't be this disgusting and then expect fucking, any type of respect or fucking decency to come from anybody. Unfortunately, it's the weekend, and the county clerk's office is closed, but I'm gonna try to just go to court. I know it's not gonna work because I have a writing disorder, and I remember when I was in middle school, some lady was like, "It's actually really easy," and dude, this shit. I almost wanted to slap Blondie because he was going on about how, oh, you can get out of the contracts easy. You just need to represent yourself. Normal human beings don't know how to represent themselves in court. They're not some weirdos who, at the age of 8, are trained how to go to court to terrorize black people, and that is what Blondie did. He was literally trained to go to court to terrorize black people. That's how he knows how to go to court, and that's a big chunk of this church, is learning these things so you can terrorize other people. That's the whole thing. It's passive-aggressive fucking behavior. It's thinking like a 2-year-old until you act like that till somebody shoots you in the head. And in the natural order, you would get beat to death and have your head chopped off. The reason why people don't do that is because they don't want to end up dead because the church will kill you for murdering their bastard. But whatever. Yeah, and I remember him like, I don't know why they don't just get out of human trafficking by going to court. And here's the thing. You poison them with heavy metals, so they're terrified, their brains are destroyed, you destroyed their brains with heavy metals, yes, you destroyed their brains with heavy metals, and then you want them to do something smart. See, this is how you know he's full of shit, because that's just pure evil. And I remember this weird shit where he was like, if you're nothing without something, then you'll never be anything with it. And he just kept repeating that. And I looked at him and I was like, so you meet a runner? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, and you're the kind of guy that would just cut that runner's lower body off and tell him, if you're nothing without your legs, you'll never be anything with them. And I remembered this horrifying look and I was like, so you meet like, let's say like an artist and he's really good at art and you're like, oh, because you have arms, that's why you're great. So you just cut off his arms and then you're like, if you're nothing without your arms, you'll never be anything. And he just, no, stop that. Stop it. And I was like, and then you're like, oh, and dude, even the shit with me. Oh, you thought you were something because you were smart. Well, we made you stupid and now you have to figure it out while being stupid. Oh, if you're nothing without your intelligence, you'll never be anything with it. How about we talk about God-given gifts or universal gifts and how those belong to people? You are not entitled to them, you dirty cracker. Okay? They don't belong to you. How's that sound? Okay? And secondly, you have no business testing everybody you meet that have gifts who are skilled. For all you know, they fucking earn those skills through working. Okay? You fucking filthy entitled bitch. How's that sound? Like, you can't explain that to these people. They're fucking idiots. And trust me, if you blew off fucking Blondie's legs, one, the churches would come for you and they'd be like, no! He's entitled to his legs, but nobody else is entitled to theirs! And you're like, why is he entitled to his legs? Maybe somebody needs to put him to the test. Fuck it, dude. Like, I don't know. As I always bring up that stupid fucking wish, and now I think I'm just gonna be like, I want to compete against whatever, man. For the first time in Blondie's life, he has to compete in a competition, and he's not allowed to cheat. You're just a horror. I'm gonna be outed as a loser. I'm gonna be outed as a loser. Whatever, man. Yeah. Even now, obviously I'm more brave. I'm probably slightly closer to who I was before, but the borderline personality disorder is it's a disorder and it's permanent. You don't recover from that. So I'll probably never, thanks to this church, because I murder any woman I like, I'm probably going to be an extremely abusive spouse due to the borderline personality shit they gave to me, which is another thing they don't take accountability for. Once again, they just hurt you, and then it's your fault, I don't care, that's what happens, People don't like me, I keep doing this stupid thing, I'm neurotic and weird, What are you doing? What are you doing? Like, once again, I said it in that other video and I firmly believe it. They themselves can't explain to you what they do because everything's reactionary. They are literally lost beings having an experience that hate thinking, hate understanding, and hate everything in existence. They're disgusting. They would be happier killing themselves. They make life miserable for themselves and they make it miserable for everyone. One of the truths, I remember this guy talking about Stockholm Syndrome and cult deprogramming. And he briefly talked about, like, basically these people were basically slaves under a cult leader, and they had lived this super tight, organized life where everybody was chemically castrated and fucking everybody was cucked with the malignant narcissist kids, and they basically just work and ate like fucking oatmeal. It was just a horrible existence. And trying to get them to accept there's a better way through life outside of just constantly being miserable was almost impossible. Like, that guy expressed that. These people literally just wanted to be fucking miserable. And it was ingrained into them through the cult. And I would argue everybody that's a member of this church has that syndrome. Where they're like, oh, we're miserable, but it's sometimes good. Sometimes something good happens, but it's miserable. We're miserable. And I would even go as far as say just the amount of LSD these people pop and how it's just encouraged to pop more and more. Like, it's astounding how stupid people can be. Like, but yeah, I keep slipping off the subject. Blondie and you just go to court, you file for yourself, and he went on a fucking tirade. Like, I don't know how the fuck this church has lawyers, personally. I would argue it's against their religion to have lawyers, because Blondie expressed that nobody needs lawyers. Those shouldn't be a thing. You should just go there and be stupid. And then that's how you lose. I was like, anybody that represents themselves as a fool for a client, because you don't know. I looked at Blondie, I was like, are you like a libertarian? And he was like, libertarians are retards, because they're like, you gotta be an expert in medicine, you gotta be an expert in law, you gotta know how to do everything, and you don't have fucking time in life to learn how to do everything. That is why everybody has a set course in life. Okay, if you want to be a miserable fuck like Blondie and go, okay, I'm a 5-year-old and first I'm gonna learn law, and here's the truth, he doesn't actually learn law. He learns enough, and it's taught to him and handed to him by the church. Normal people aren't handed those resources. They're not given those things. So that comes up is them guessing. And it ends up in misrepresentation and bad moves. And for some reason, the court system, you represent yourself and you fuck up, you go to prison. That's where you go. Okay? And like I said, I'm about to try this shit, but you best be fucking, dude, part of my shit is I'm gonna chew the fucking magistrate's ass about how the fuck I'm under a contract and I can't get a goddamn lawyer because these lunatics murder them. Fucking, how the fuck is that legal? It's just magistrate, and you're just gonna hear the retard shit and be like, oh fuck, okay, mister, we understand you're fucking pissed, we're useless, we're a stupid organization, the judicial system makes no sense. You're just great. Once again, common sense judicial system. I want to go to court. Here's a law guy. He's gonna go there and he's gonna represent you. He doesn't have a fucking choice. We'll kill him if he doesn't. And then this church will go, we'll kill him if he does. How does that sound? And they're like, yeah, well, we'll kill him if he doesn't. So he doesn't have a choice. And the guy's, oh, fuck me. And they're like, oh. Shit. Problem solved. Every lawyer's under the threat of death. Problem solved. You don't have to worry about this shit. Sucks to be a lawyer. It's too bad we live in a world with baboons in it and that's somehow legal. But we could probably pass a law to get rid of them. You think like a retard? You think you're going to go around threatening people? No, sir. How's prison sound? Oh, no. I was told to by the church. I was under the threat of death. That's wonderful. You're going to prison. It's your religion. Sir, stop. It's your religion. Sir, it's your religion. Sir, it's your religion. Sir, it's your religion. Stop. It's your religion. Your beliefs did this to you. It's not fair. Don't care. Go to prison where you belong with the rest of the baboons. Whatever, man. Fucking. How you convince somebody their highest self is a sack of shit is beyond me, but I suppose it's whatever. Blondie, I remember this weird kind of stare, and then he went around Papa John's asking people if they knew how to represent themselves in court, and then he came back around and was like, what's wrong with the world? And I was like, the fuck went wrong in your childhood that you just assumed everybody knew how to fucking represent themselves? I was like, are you some kind of idiot? And he went on a tirade, and I was just, do you guys have lawyers? Yes. I was like, but you literally just told me you don't believe in that. I was like, what is your deal? But it's the same shit. These people don't believe in the police. They don't. It's a fact. They shouldn't be allowed to be police officers because they don't want the police to exist to begin with. They shouldn't be allowed to be FBI because the FBI is a form of police. Once again, they shouldn't exist to begin with. And I would argue, no, we're respecting your religion. You can't be a police officer. Get lost. Oh no, I'm a loser. Just like my dad said. Like, yes, you are. Like, I don't know. My Bobby Jesus aura stopping me from going to fucking prison. The only way I could think to go to prison. Yeah, once again, I am running out of time. So, I mean, for whatever stupid fucking reason, the county clerk's office is closed. I remember that Marlon guy just straight up lied about everything, so I think when I file this shit, I'm just gonna straight up lie about everything just so I can get to court and go to the magistrate and tell him what I did. Just be like, no, the church, they were fucking making threats, harassing me, they stomped my cat to death, like, they punched my wife, like, fucking, they were yelling anti-Semitic things, going on about how like, you know, they're neo-Nazi, like, well, these wouldn't be lies, I just realized that. Well, whatever, dude. I mean, Marlon, what, fuck it. Fuck that guy. Fucking lied about everything, so why the fuck can't I? Welcome to the justice system. Like, I remember Blondie went absolutely caca because he was imitating my behavior, and I told him I told white lies, which are lies that don't affect anything. And then he immediately just started lying as much as he could because he was like, I can lie! And then I was like, I wouldn't lie that much. And I remember this weird stare, and I was like, I don't lie about serious things, dude. And he was like, lie about everything. No. Dude, whatever, man, fucking. You're talking about an imbecile that allegedly, I don't believe it, that didn't know that the church was a human trafficking ring. I don't believe that. I think he knew, he just didn't fucking care. And I think the truth about him is, once again, it's all virtue signals. It's going to be him saying he hates the church, he's trying to stop it, but then he's also going to be like, but look what the good the church does. Look at the good. Don't look at us raping babies. Don't look at us human trafficking. Don't look at us ruining people's lives and murdering women for no fucking reason. Don't look at that. Look at the good we do. Look at the good. Look over here. And you're just like, gonna be like, and you know, the wives, because they're lead brains, will be like, okay. Yeah, that's better. That's better, Blondie. That is. Is my face drooping? It's normal. It's good for you. The lead brain is good for you. It's the desirable brain, the stupid one that doesn't work. You're like, great. Good job, Blondie. Because you need to be submissive to man, and if you're smarter than me, I'll just make you stupid. I can't handle it. Taking somebody in a legitimate contest, I would fucking die. You're just great. Great. That. Once again, I remember this weird conversation when I was president with all these guys that were like church leaders, and discovering mommy and daddy never whooped their asses, and I was confused about that, and Jasmine went on about how it develops the entitlement. They develop entitlement because nobody beat their ass because they never experienced discipline, so they never had any disciplinary action taken against them. So they themselves can't actually fucking explain that to anybody. Yeah. Yep. I guess we're here. I'm about to probably waste the last of my time trying to go to court and do something I don't know. And people are idiots because everybody goes, it's easy. And I always think about the game 007. If you don't watch a cheat video on how to beat the game, suddenly things get very hard because you don't know what to do. And not knowing what to do is different than not trying, okay? And not being able to do something. If somebody doesn't know something, they don't know something. You can beat, rape, shoot them in the head, hurt them all you want. If they don't know what to do, they don't know what to do. Okay. This is gonna get stupid really quick. I guarantee you. But it's how these people do things, the stupid way. Every time, the stupid way. They go, oh, the smart way's that way, go. But you gotta understand I have a lead brain, gotta do the stupid thing, goodbye. Yeah, great. Wonderful. Might do another video on how to hypnotize anyone. I think I figured out how you fucking put somebody in a suggestive state chemically instead of physically. That's all it is putting somebody into the suggestive state chemically to hypnotize them. It's actually not that complex, and it's a lie. That hypnosis thing is you have to agree to it. You don't. Peace.